is only war.
What is up, gents? 40k Dirtbags. We're making a lot of quick tactical videos up on the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, appreciate you clicking on the video, hit the subscribe, do all the YouTube shit. Head over to Patreon if you guys want to support the channel. If you like this type of content, type of videos, head over to theirs, $1 a month, and also you get all these access of these videos ahead of time, usually a week, 2 weeks early. If you're getting into the competitive scene, we did get ranked #1 in Grey Knight player in the world last year. Right now, we're currently #2 in Chaos Space Marine player in the world. After LVO, hopefully we get up to #1. By the time you see this video, maybe we'll be posting on the Discord. But guys, this video is going to be super easy, super tactical, and super, explanation about how to get around fight first abilities. Now, I did this at a GT the other day. I completely forgot that you're actually able to do this. And if somebody has fight first and it's a really scary unit, because that's usually how fight first works, you can actually get around it with these type of tactics going on the tabletop. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples of how to get around fight first, and then hopefully it's going to help you out on the next battle that you guys put on the table if you're going against somebody that has fight first. So let's get into the video. Alright guys, here's going to be the first example of how to get around fight first. This actually came up at the last GT. I was actually running Abaddon and a unit of Legionnaires, and they had actually Eldar on the other side of the table. It was the Eldar Ynnari chick, really long cape, and a dark Eldar character that had fight first, gave the squad fight first. So I was super afraid of that unit. So what you can do is, let's say this unit right here, this is the character, he has fight first. He's giving the entire unit fight first. You kind of want to be afraid of them and not do anything towards them. And then he has another unit next to them or near them. This is the first example, near them, that you can actually charge and then potentially get attacks into this unit. So we're going to go over it. So first off, we're going to get our movement up. Now, they are within 8 inches, so I need a 7 on the charge to successfully make that charge. So that's going to be the first example. I was able to move out from the building, so we got up 6 inches, we moved out. Now I need a 7 on the dice. Let's see if the dice help me out. We're going to charge this unit only. We're not going to charge the fight first unit. Let's say they don't have 2 CP and they're not going to, heroic intervene, whatever it may be. So we're going to charge in. We got an 8. So 8 on the charge. They are going to then charge 8 inches. Now my intent here is to only really get 1 guy, maybe 2 into that unit. And I really want to kill this fight first unit. Abaddon probably can kill him by himself, but let's go into it. So we're going to go 8 inches. This guy physically can get base to base, so he's going to be my only guy that can get base to base with that unit. So he's going to successfully make his charge. He's going to go 8 inches to there. Now legally, you have to stay outside of 1 inches of this unit, so that is a successful charge. Now, all of these guys, their only rule is they have to go base to base with the charge target if you can, or end closer towards the charge target if you cannot go base to base. Now, you don't have to go in engagement range, you just have to end closer. The only legality is if you can get base to base, you have to get base to base. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to stay outside 1 inch of these guys. Abaddon's starting 10 inches away from this model, so I have to end closer to that unit. Legally, I just ended closer, right? But for example, he's going to go 8 inches up to here. I ended closer. I'm now 5 inches away. I'm outside 1 inches of this unit. And all these guys are going to help me stay in coherency, as well as get closer to this unit right here. So I'm going to put my Power Fist dude, which actually was that guy. So he's going to try and go over here. So I'm going to go right here, up to 8 inches, staying outside of 1 inch of this unit. This guy is going to go this way, so I'm starting 8 inches away. He's going to go this way. I'm now ending 5.5 inches away, so that is a legal charge. Even though I went this way, I ended closer towards that unit. This guy is going to do the same thing. He's going to go up to here, be outside of 1 inch. And this guy's going to do the same thing. He's going to go up to here, be outside of 1 inch. Now we are all in coherency. We're outside of 1 inch of this unit. And we successfully made the charge on that unit. All right, hopefully you guys are staying with me. Now, he has fight first. He can't proc anything because he's not in combat. The only way fight first would proc is at the beginning of the fight phase, you can activate your unit. This unit's not in the fight phase. They're not in engagement range. They're not able to fight. They have fight first, cool, but they can't do shit. So I made the charge. So I get the first activation unless there's another fight first somewhere else, but there's not. This unit's going to activate. They now have to pile in towards the closest enemy model. Now, these guys are pretty far away. They're more than 2 inches away, but all of these guys are closer now than them. So I'm actually eligible to charge or fight a unit that I didn't declare as a charge in 10th edition with this setup. So what we're going to do, this guy is going to pile in base to base because he has to. Abaddon is going to pile in base to base because he has to. Now this guy was the guy that we were testing out. What you can do is if there's enough movement, you can go base to base with basically this guy, and now he's base to base with your guy. So this guy, who is the Power Fist guy, is technically in combat with them. He now technically is in combat with this unit as well, because base to base of base to base. This guy can't fit his base there, so we're going to put him as close as we can. This guy can't go 3 inches that way base to base, so we're just going to tag Abaddon. So this is a scary, scary charge right here for this fight first unit, because we're going to be able to allocate now to this unit that we didn't declare as a charge target. So what I would do is Abaddon is obviously going to put all of his fucking attacks into that unit, and then we're probably going to put this unit, this guy, and this guy to try and finish off the excess wounds in that unit. And then over here, we can put our 2 big heavy weapons into this marine unit on that side. So this guy can fight that unit, this guy can fight that unit, these 4 guys can then fight in this unit. Now, again, I think Abaddon would just murder this unit, so I can then start allocating 2 additional guys into that unit over there. So I think, honestly, I'll be able to kill most of this shit on the charge phase this turn. And then afterwards, once all they're dead, you can then pile onto the objective afterwards. So that's an example of how to get around fight first if there's another unit near the unit that you're trying to charge. You don't have to declare them as a charge. You declare them as a charge, make your charge, hopefully, and then you go from there. Now, if they're closer, let's say you moved up from here and you actually get a chance to move up 6 inches. So these guys are going to scooch up, and Abaddon is just going to scooch towards this unit because we really want to get into combat with them. These guys are going to scooch up. We're going to make 1 successful charge basically over there. So now all these guys are just staying in coherency. Now this is a coherency unit. We're outside of 1 inch of them. This unit is then going to declare them as a charge. If we roll high, we're kind of fucked, but look at that. We rolled low. So we got 3 on the charge. So now we have to end in coherency. Now I can't get base to base of these guys. Actually, this guy could. So he's going to be able to make that charge successfully, base to base. And the same thing happens. We're going to move up 3 inches, staying in coherency, making this guy just outside 1 inch. Move up 3 inches. Abaddon really doesn't even have to move, and all these guys just kind of scooch up. Now, during the pile-in phase, the same thing happens. Scooch up, scooch up, scooch up. So that's if you have like an even shorter charge. You literally don't even have to move your guys on the charge as long as they can't get base to base. Now, if I rolled a 10, right, we're kind of screwed. So if I rolled a 10, this is just an example if you roll high. So we're gonna try and block off the bases. So this guy is gonna go as far as we possibly can to block off the base. This guy is gonna go as far as we possibly can to block off the base. Same thing with here. And now Abaddon can't fucking get around there to attack them because I rolled so high. So we can't get base to base. So Abaddon only has to end closer towards that unit. Same with this guy. So he's going to go up to here, stay within coherency. He's going to go up to here, stay within coherency, and Abaddon doesn't even have to move. So then again, during pile-in, those guys are obviously going to be able to go over there. This guy's going to pile in base to here. Now I can't get that guy because he's not base to base. If you were to plan this out a little bit better, he could have charged there and get base to base. And then he's going to pile in base space. Abaddon's going to pile in base space. Boom. There's a successful charge. So that's if you roll low. And then that's if you roll high. Try and block out. Leave Abaddon as close as you possibly can to get him to consolidate into this unit. Now, you're going to screw yourself if you make that charge over to here. You have to pile in towards the closest enemy model. So if this guy is the closest enemy model, you have to end closer to that model. So he's about 2 inches away. So I can't go... I mean, you kind of can. His base is so big. You can go kind of like this way. Now, these guys obviously will get base to base with this guy. You're closer to this guy because that's a successful pile-in. And now you're able to attack this unit because he piled into here base to base. Abaddon went diagonal 3 inches to get base to base with this guy, ending closer to his closest model. Again, all these small rules is what makes it so keen. If you know these, you're going to be very good in the tournament scene. Just this little phase right here. You then pile in base to base, base to base. You're able to attack this unit that you didn't declare as a charge, and you ended closer to the closest model that is eligible. So that's another example of just charging, piling, and doing all that stuff. A really good example of something that you have a fight first unit on this objective, and then you have another unit all the way over here on this objective. I'm going to try and get attacks onto this unit right here while getting my charge successful on this over here. So I'm going to measure my closest guy. I'm within 6 inches, so I need a 5-inch to stay to get that charge off successfully. So we're going to roll our dice, dirtbag dice, $1 on Patreon. So we have 9 on the charge. Now here's what we're going to try and do. The closest guy is going to charge in and get base to base with this guy. The next closest guy, which would be this guy, he's going to get base to base to here. Now, this guy can't get base to base with anybody because I can't end on my guy like that. So I can't end on his base. So you can obviously pre-measure this like that. I can't fit my base into here, and I can't fit my base all the way over there. So here's where the fun starts. You have to stay in coherency as well as end closer toward the charge target. So what Abaddon is going to do is Abaddon is right about 10 inches away. He's going to go his inches right outside 1 inch over there, like that. He's going to then end there. That's a successful distance charge because I already made my charge. Now these guys have to keep this unit in coherency, okay? So what we have to do is we have to charge in to keep them in coherency. So this guy is going to be 2 inches away to here. And now Abaddon technically would be in coherency, but these guys are going to try and keep him in coherency, so they're going to charge over to here. So now I ended my charge closer to where I started, and now we're going to then activate the pile-in step. So we're going to pile in. Abaddon has to go towards the closest enemy model. These guys have to go towards the closest enemy model. So Abaddon is going to go base to base to this guy. This guy is going to go base to base to Abaddon. And then this guy has to, again, stay in coherency, so he's going to be fine there. He's not going to move, or you technically can move, so he's just going to go base to base there, and he has to keep everybody in coherency there. So this is a successful charge into a unit that has fight first. They can't activate fight first, but I was still able to get into them, even though I charged a unit all the way over here. So these types of rules is what helps so good by getting around fight first, and hopefully this, gets spread to everybody on YouTube because you should be planning this out. And when you see it happening on the table, you feel like either shit on the other side or you feel really good because now you have a tool in your tool belt to go against somebody that has fight first. Fight first is very good in 10th edition. So if there's nothing to get around it, it's kind of tough to go into it. I don't want to throw my unit into the fight first unit, even though I was like really close to them, because they would just die. I almost lost Abaddon to that GT because I went into the unit and then he basically fought back before I was able to get attacks off, killed almost everybody but Abaddon, and then Abaddon killed the rest of them back. So don't do that. Charge another unit, which I had the opportunity to do that. Charge another unit, pile into the unit that you really want to kill, as long as everything is to par with the rules, and you can consolidate still into a unit that you haven't declared as a charge to make the attacks. So that's another example of the pile into another unit. Now, this is something you can't do. Let's say there's literally no unit around the fight first unit. You then would have to go into the fight first unit. You can't, charge unless there's somebody all the way far away over there. I guess all the way over here, you would probably fail that charge. But again, you would have to do something like this. Let's say you roll a 4, so you're within 5, you end within 1 inch, and then all these guys do the same thing. I'm ending closer, and then they would pile in here to keep the fight first. But it would only be one model. So there's a bunch of different ways you can do it, but that is a way to kind of get in, pile in, use the fight first ability. Alright guys, so that's our quick how to get around fight first tactical video. If you guys want to see these videos ahead of time, head over to Patreon. It's $1 a month and you guys get to support the channel. So more videos like this come out. Our goal is 10,000 in the next 2 months. We're already on pace. These videos that we're posting about the tactical videos is helping a lot of people out. I'd really appreciate it if you share with all your meta. Hopefully you guys can all agree upon the rules, because these are trying to simplify it so that way everybody can just make it make sense when you're putting it on the tabletop. Guys, I really appreciate it. Leave me in the comments below what you liked, didn't like, how we can improve. Merch, jerseys, hats, all the stuff is coming up very soon. We do have dice as well as stickers up on Patreon as well as Discord. So head over to Discord, and if you guys want to get in the competitive scene, head over to this Patreon so that we can do the $10 a month Patreon or $25 a month for the Grandmaster, where you actually get to see me and other dirtbags play your list specifically that you want to see on the tabletop live, so you get to see kind of how we run it, how our tactics work, and kind of what you want to go against. If you want something specific to go against, let's say it's Grey Knights versus Tau, like we just did for another Grandmaster, we get to put that on the table for you being a Grandmaster Patreon. So guys, appreciate it. Good luck. Let me know in the comments how we can improve, and we'll see you in another video soon. What's up, gents? Welcome to the Dirtbag Nation Patreon page. This is going to be support to the Dirtbag Nation, just to give you a little insight on what we're trying to do and trying to grow into. We're trying to grow a brand name of the Dirtbag Nation, 40k Dirtbags, going all over the country and coaching people to get better at the game of 40k. We have really good coaching over at the Dirtbag Nation. Myself is ranked #1 for Grey Knights in the world last year in 9th edition. This year, we're currently ranked #1 Chaos Space Marine player in the world on ITC 40k rankings. So we have a lot of experience over at the channel, and a lot of the coaches are going to start joining in and joining the Dirtbag Nation to help you guys get better at 40k. If you guys are new to the Patreon page, we have a couple different tiers. The first tier is the $1 tier. That's basically just coming over, supporting us for $1 a month. You get first access to the Dirtbag videos up on Patreon. The next tier is a $5 tier. Basically, you get first access as well as just have a little bit more branding with the Patreon Discord page. And you want to support us a little bit more than $1 a month. I really appreciate both you guys. The $10 tier is the competitive Dirtbag page. That's where we get more into the tactics, one-on-one coaching on the Discord. And if you guys have any questions, comments, list ideas, tactics, or game questions, you guys get to message us one-on-one through Discord. Make sure you take advantage of that, because it's completely up to you to ask me any questions you possibly need in the 40k community. Finally, we have the Grandmaster Dirtbag. That Dirtbag is above and beyond. They come out and they basically want us to coach them one-on-one with calls on via Discord, TTS games, battle reports, or any tactical videos that you guys want suggestions to. You guys will get first access to, and we actually play live games for you guys, or go over battle reports for our Grandmasters. Anything armies that you want to see specifically on the tabletop, that's the Grandmaster Dirtbag page. So it's just an explanation on what the different tiers are for Patreon. But again, thank you so much for the support. If you guys are thinking about it, you do have really good coaching. We drink beers, we have fun, we just kind of chill out and teach you guys how to have fun at 40k, unlike some other people on YouTube. But have fun at 40k, be good, win some games, more than you're averagely winning over there all over the world. And if you guys really just want to support the channel, we have our $1 and $5 a month as well. There's all the stickers and dice available to you guys at a discount, and you have your own Patreon tab in Discord that nobody else has access to besides you guys. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for the support. We're gonna grow Dirtbag Nation as much as we possibly can in 2024 and get it all thanks to you guys. Appreciate it.